This is a demonstration of the Cooperative Performance Index web tool, CPI. So after you have been given your login information and created your profile, then you just go in and log in. So I will just get in here and press login, not enter, which is not exactly standard, I know. So I've just set up our own account. I've just set up the Center of Excellence as an example. So when you're setting your co-op up initially, you have to choose the industry that you're in from the list of standard industry codes, and then identify if you're a consumer co-op, a worker co-op, multi-stakeholder, and so on. Of course, you're going to enter in your postal code, province, country, and currency. We have available, of course, other currencies and other countries other than Canada. So when you go into the system, if you want to enter your say if you wanted to enter yearly data, you would just go in here. And so this is where the system is set up, so you can just enter in the year that you're going to put your data in for. So if you're doing it for 2018, you select 2018, and then you enter in the asset size, revenue size, number of employees, and number of members. So this has to be entered in every year, even if it hasn't changed. You still have to do that part. So then the system is set up by the 7 principles of cooperatives. So the first one, voluntary and open membership. So here, our pilot group of co-ops, they have identified 4 different indicators that they want to use to measure voluntary and open membership. So we put in the definition and the measure. So how is it being numbered? Is this a number, an absolute number, or is it a percentage, and so on. So the way this program was developed, the IT folks, we had a student, an IT master student, we used a grant to have this program written. So these main headings for the 7 principles, he programmed those in, well, he and she, there was 2, and for the actual indicators, the definition, and the measure, I have control over that under my administrator menu. So after we ran this for the first year, I went in based on what the pilot project group wanted, and I deleted some of the indicators, I updated the definitions if they need to be clarified, and so on. So you will see this for each of the principles. So it's the same idea all the way through. So that's a very brief overview of how the system works. So it's not very modern, it's very basic. It's fine for a pilot project, but it's really not suitable for use by, say, hundreds of co-ops. And the other thing that should be noted is, right now, this is set up to hold the 7 principles of cooperatives. So now what I'd like to do is add another section that would show the 17 UN United Nations Sustainability Development Goals. So here this would be goal 1 and so on. So you'd have basically 17 screens like this with multiple indicators under each one. So when the system gets revised, this is what I would like to do. So that's a very quick overview of what our system looks like. So for the basic stuff, I'd still want to have membership growth, definition, and so on, but it just doesn't have that modern look and feel to it. Plus, I want to be able to have the system produce various reports, maybe through crystal reports. So right now, you can download all of the information for your own co-op and for the others in aggregate. So that's the other confidentiality piece in here. Each co-op can only see their own data, and for the rest of the co-ops in the system, they can just see theirs in aggregate, so they can't see specific information. So what I'd like to be able to do, rather than just downloading all of the data for all of the sectors and all the indicators in one big Excel file, I want a reporting option where basically the co-op slices and dices the data. So if you just wanted to compare your credit union to credit unions in your own province, or you could compare to all co-ops in your own province, or all credit unions nationally, and all co-ops nationally, is up to you. So that's where I would like to see more reporting options made available. Okay, so that ends this very brief overview of the CPI system. Thank you.